Okay, I figured since I made that one video, I might as well go ahead while I'm at it and make a video about things you shouldn't particularly do or say whenever, you officially meet a girl in person for the first time, like the initial impression that you leave. I think that's happened to me a few times. Whoa, my boobs are hanging out like crazy. I had a guy be like, "Can I borrow your phone?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, here, go ahead." He's like, "I'm gonna call my mom." I was like, "Okay, whoever you call, it's cool. Just, give it back when you're done." And he's like, "Alright." He enters in his number under Kevin or something. Saves it. Here you go. Hands it back to me. I was like, "Okay, see you later." Go home later, like 2 weeks later, I'm just, browsing through my contacts for whatever reason. And I see, like, this random name, like Kevin. I'm like, I don't know a Kevin. Delete. I'm not gonna call that number and be like, who is this? No, it's just retarded. Don't do that. If you want to leave an impression, try speaking to her directly, about things that you, notice. Not, her lips or her tits, her ass. Just look past that for a minute, okay? If she has her hair up in a really tight business professional bun and she has on a pencil skirt, tell her she looks professional or she looks like a lawyer, because chances are that's what she's going for. And she might just be flattered. She'll be like, "Oh, yeah, that's what I was going for. Thanks." Yeah, she'll remember you. Because the next guy is gonna be like, "Nice ass." She's gonna be like, "Ugh, never gonna think of him again." Because she gets that all the time. Sorry, I'm reading off a list because I ramble, so I stick to the list so I don't ramble. If she's drinking a low-calorie soda, be like, "Girl, you don't need that." She'll be like, "Oh, you're so sweet." Compliment her fingernails. I need to get mine redone. But if she has them done, if she takes out the time to pamper something as simple as fingernails, imagine what else she takes care of. Okay? One thing I've learned in girl world is that if, there's a girl with, busted looking fingernails, they're all chipped, the nail polish is chipped and stuff like that, she don't take care of herself. And she's not gonna take care of you. So, next, when you very first meet a girl, don't talk about your past relationships. Okay? And I'm not talking about, the ones where, you, just broke up and you're, heartbroken over it and you're like, "My last girlfriend." No, I'm not talking about that kind. I'm talking about the kind of guys that try to, brag about their experience or whatever when they very first meet a girl. Chances are we think you're lying anyway. We think you're just trying to impress us or trying to find, trying to get, some sign of jealousy, trying to gauge some sign of jealousy out of us, whether we want you or not. And what kind of confident guy starts off his conversation with a beautiful girl by talking about some other bitch trying to make himself seem desired? I don't know. Now, after you get the girl, and if you really do have past relationships, go ahead, by all means, talk about it. Actually, you won't even have to. We'll do all the talking for you. Be like, "Was she smart? Was she pretty? Was she prettier than me? Did you guys, No? Okay. Yeah. Another thing that I've also experienced, don't fucking fight for us. Over, petty shit. And make sure that we're watching. Any sensible girl would just, walk the hell away from you while you're making a fool of yourself. I can understand you're displaying, how protective you can be, or you're trying to show off your macho-ness, but don't. It's unneeded, okay? You want to know what's really macho? Something you should do and make sure we're watching? holding doors open, pulling out chairs. If you're on a bus and you see a woman standing, stand up and give your seat to her. Pretty girls notice. They think it's sweet that you're not shallow. Like, I would notice if a guy only did nice things for, like, hot girls. It's like, oh, girl in a miniskirt, girl, here you go, let me just open that door for you, you know. I would notice, and I'd be like, he's shallow. Next. Oh, and no cheesy pickup lines. Please. No. Knock on wood, I've never had a guy come up to me and be like, baby, are you from Tennessee? 'Cause you're the only 10 I see. Or some shit like that. I've never had that happen, thank God. But, just don't. I mean, some girls are like, oh, that's cute. Most of us aren't, though. That's like 1 in a million kind of girl. And if you do get with her, she's probably like really lame. Like, she makes like retarded little references like that all the time, and you're gonna go crazy. You're really like, oh my god, why did I tell her she was a 10? She's like a 4, you know. Something like that.